Okay, summer comes around, and what do we grab? We grab insect repellent, especially at night. It's the main thing we do in Australia. At the moment, we're going into winter, but in summer, we grab insect repellent, and if it's an aerosol can, we spray it all over our bodies, our kids' bodies, and we don't ever question the ingredients or even the main ingredient at all. We just go and get those brands that we're so familiar with for a long time, and we just apply and apply and reapply and reapply. Now, in summer, we are a lot more active than we are in winter, or a majority of us. And when we're active, and especially kids, we're more outdoors. So we're, beaches and parks and nature and, play equipment or, kids areas, gardens, your back garden. And generally speaking, we fall, we have little abrasions and little cuts and nicks. Yet when the evening comes and the mosquitoes come out and the little insects that bite us, we go and grab that product and we spray and we apply and we reapply, and we never ever question those things. We don't even think about, oh, hang on, we've got some little nicks on our face or our body or our hands. Those are direct avenues to our bloodstream, but we'll apply and reapply a product that has pretty much full of chemicals because we don't want to get bitten. And I get it. We don't want to get bitten. They're frustrating. They're annoying. They itch and they can cause other issues. So we don't want to get bitten. But what's the risk? Are we asking ourselves, yes, we don't want to get bitten, but what are we using to avoid getting bitten? And I think that's what we need to do. We need to question those ingredients. Again, for years and years, we've just never ever questioned anything. But as we've now evolved, we should be healthier than we are. We are not. So let's question what we've been using for the last 40 years and go, oh, hang on one second, that is not good for us. So are there alternatives? Yeah, there are. But let's just try to understand a little bit of what we're using. One of the main ingredients in insect repellents are DEET, D-E-E-T. Now I'm going to try to say it again. Some of these chemicals are hard to say. So diethyl metatoluamide. Diethyl metatoluamide. DEET. That is the active ingredient in a majority of the insect repellents. Now, it definitely does its job. It does repel the insects, but it's a strong and powerful chemical. And the problem is that it penetrates our skin rapidly and has raised serious questions, particularly around children. But we have never ever questioned anything, let alone the main ingredient, because we just don't want ourselves and our kids to get bitten by the insects. So we will put anything on our body, and it's just madness. And I think we should really start to question these things that we're doing. So apart from DEET, there are pretty much all the other ingredients, generally speaking, are chemicals. From preservatives to alcohol and to fragrance. A lot of the time they put fragrance, and a lot of the fragrances aren't even listed. They just come under the word fragrance. So it'd be good to actually understand what are these fragrances, because we know that fragrance does cause issues. So all of a sudden, the 3 or 4 or 5 ingredients we know are causing us issues. Now, again, in a perfect world, when the skin is intact and you're applying this, it's not that big a deal. But we don't live in a perfect world. Our skins do have abrasions and open wounds, which are direct avenues to your blood. And we have to then be mindful and careful of what we're applying. Now, we also, another aspect of it is, especially the aero cans, we go and spray it on our face and around our body. But we'll close our eyes, we'll close our mouth, we'll spray it over our kids and ourselves. And 2 seconds later, 2 seconds later, we open our mouth and we breathe it in. We don't even know we're breathing, because at the end of the day, we just don't want to get bitten by insects. So I get it, but there's better ways to do it. Yes, they might take a bit of time, but it's where, as I said, we're going into winter now in Australia. It could be a little bit of a thing to do with the family or yourself. A, it's going to save you money, and B, you know that when you're applying it to a baby or a child or an adolescent or yourself, it's a natural product. You're not even thinking about it. You're not even thinking about if the kitty grabs a little bit or a little bit falls into its eye or its mouth. You are just not concerned one bit. That's what I would focus on doing. That's what I do. There are products out there. There are natural. They're becoming more and more. But you can create your own one at home from ingredients such as coconut oil, shea butter, a beef tallow, and you can put natural scents and fragrances in there like eucalyptus, any citronella flavor, lemon, cinnamon. Do your research and understand what of the flavors that the insects don't like, and put it in. You can put more because you know it's not doing harm. That's what I would be doing. I would get away even from burning those candles, because you're breathing that in, and that is pure chemicals. They're the things that I would do. They're the things that I am doing. And the products that I'm putting on my body are actually doing my skin benefit anyway. When I'm putting coconut oil mixed with shea butter and beef tallow with eucalyptus, lemon, and I think I put a little bit of cinnamon. You can buy cinnamon oils, and I put that on my body at night in summer. And I know that whatever I'm putting on is actually doing my skin a bit more benefit than harm. Plus, I'm repelling the insects. So I guess, coming into spring, there's a little activity you could do with the family. It's definitely a lot cheaper to make yourselves than keep buying it. You could make a big tub for your family. And let's try to make better decisions, healthier decisions for our body and for the people we love. And you know what they say, happy skin, happy life.